Back home, traffic officers will be out in full force this weekend for an expected surge in traffic volumes as thousands return home ahead of the start of the school year, while border posts like Beit Bridge are seeing a peak in the numbers of travellers between Zimbabwe and South Africa. At the same time, travellers going through the Maseru border between Lesotho and South Africa say they are delighted by the pace of traffic flow for the first time in years on Christmas Eve. Holidaymakers and residents going home say this year is a sharp contrast to last year, where long pedestrian and motorist queues were a nightmare. Border operations have installed systems to sort travellers and process them, shortening passage from hours of waiting to a few minutes.
The Beit Bridge border post between South Africa and Zimbabwe in Limpopo is operating normally this morning. The majority of holidaymakers have already crossed over to the Zimbabwean side. Few vehicles were seen arriving at the border gates. 2 adults and a baby have meanwhile been killed in a head-on collision in Dendron, about 50 kilometers outside Polokwane. Thousands of motorists made their way down to the east coast province of KwaZulu-Natal using the N3. Law enforcement agencies were out to ensure that people arrive safely at their destinations. Travelers who went through the Maseru border between Lesotho and South Africa said they were delighted by the pace of traffic flow for the first time in years. Holidaymakers and residents going home say this year is a sharp contrast to last year, where long pedestrians and motorist queues were a nightmare. MPUMALANGA has also seen a decline in traffic volumes. However, 4 people have died and 4 others are in a critical condition after a head-on collision on the N4 in the province. It's not clear what caused the accident this morning, but traffic authorities are on the scene.